Hello! Welcome to Queens TV, the show I don't even watch when I'm stoned. Rob Moden is not here today. He has a date with a Russian supermodel. What's her name again? Right. Anna Kournikovich-Anov. Right, they met last year at a Russian dance competition. Don't really ask me about that one. But anyways, for all of you that went to see Alysso this weekend, I really can't believe you took drugs to listen to With holidays right around the corner, we're all really excited to go to that crazy aunt's house and be forced to eat English blood pudding, get hammered off eggnog, fall down the stairs, and wake up hungover and open shitty presents. No, that's just me. But yeah, my life's great. Tonight we got a great show for you. Trust me. We got a cold weather man, the Grinch, and we even invented a religion. No, I'm kidding. But we invented Queensmas. But kicking off the show tonight is Roche Abdullah's How to Lose an Asshole Like Me in 10 Minutes.
Oh, good. You showed up. You and my period should get together. You're both late.
I get really gassy when I'm nervous.
I just want to live in a world where I can tell a guy I'm on the rag and he doesn't freak out.
Anyways, the doctor said it was benign, but if it freaks you out, I can just put a Band-Aid or something over it.
Where is our food? And then, spoiler alert, he's actually dead the entire movie. Irritable bowel syndrome is more hyped up than it's meant to be. Actually, I brought a pamphlet. Why is our food taking so long? Oh no, don't worry, I hate cats. I actually ran over one the other day. I love you. When is our food getting here? Excuse me. The battery and assault charges dropped, so I actually just got the 6 months for breaking and entering.
Let's not tell my AA sponsor about this.
Restraining orders are just another way of saying, let's take a break.
My last boyfriend was actually my parole officer, but he mysteriously disappeared after I saw him with another woman. Now I'll tell you when I had enough. It's going really good. I think he might be the one.
Have you accepted Jesus Christ into your life?
I gotta go, Mom.
I use teeth, but in a good way. And then my second husband, he was also a crack dealer. He was the one that got away. STD free since '03, woo! Tonight. And that's why I hate the color green.
I'm just gonna go to the little girl's room and pattern my nose.
All right, it's cold outside. I bet now you're wearing sweaters and jackets and gloves and mittens and hats and other expensive attachments that make you look like a fat Eskimo. But here's my question to you. When those Canada geese fly down south, do you ever wonder why we don't either? Yes, it would be difficult to obtain wings. But there is a reason why the Wright brothers went through all that dumb shit to invent flying. It's so that us people don't have to deal with Canada's harsh winters. Instead, we layer up in jackets made out of polar bear husks and the tears of a slaughtered fox in order to bear the cold. We can't take a hint. Here's a thought. Go to the grocery store and stock up for a nuclear winter and live in your house for the remainder of that time and fuck life. Work from home, stick your ass down on your lazy boys, take a Vicodin and fall asleep by the fire day in and day out. Now, doesn't that sound wonderful? Maybe it sounds like I'm over-exaggerating, and I can see the value in that. But because I have a tendency to refuse to believe that I'm wrong, here's some proof that I'm really not taking it too far. Firstly, there is not a single person in this universe who enjoys shoveling snow. Unless you climax over a sore back and aching shoulders, this probably isn't something you're excited to do. Just about everyone in winter comes home in anticipation that one of the other poor fucks had to bear the awful chore. But no, you arrive home and everyone else's driveway on your street has been perfectly cleared, but for some reason, every asshole under your roof has managed to muster up some ridiculous excuse as to why they couldn't shovel. And you know what? When you finally start to do the work that should be evenly divided amongst you and your house's inhabitants, I bet your nose starts running. There's no better time than when your hands are in the middle of shoveling snow for your nose to decide that it's into role-playing, and today it's going to play Niagara Falls. And it's not like shovels come with Kleenex dispensers or anything. Instead, you're forced to rub your already irritated nostrils on your poor, thick, liquid-resistant, made out of polyethylene gloves. But wait, there's more. Just when you think it was all worth the fight just to get the job done, you realize that it's been snowing the whole time you've been putting yourself to the grind, and the fucking snow you just cleared has miraculously replaced itself. So now all you have to show for your hard work is a runny, sore nose and a shitload of snow that makes you look like an incompetent asshole. Secondly, did I mention that the entire time you were shoveling, the sun was setting off in the distance? But that's okay, because it's 7 o'clock. Oh wait, no it isn't, it's fucking 4 p.m. in the damn afternoon. So now not only is it bumfuck freezing outside, but it's also dark as shit, and basically any outdoor activity that would be even remotely possible in winter suddenly isn't. Not to mention how depressing it is to feel like you've stayed up until 1 a.m. only to realize that it's actually 8 p.m. Or on weekends, when you stay up late, at home, doing shit all because it's too cold to go outside, or anywhere, and your car won't start, and the roads are more dangerous than a redneck with a purpose, and you therefore fall asleep late and wake up around noon only to realize you have about 4 hours to enjoy the day before the sun pieces the fuck out. Finally, there is nothing wrong with a little holiday cheer. I love Christmas, but trekking through shopping malls that are more crowded than a Chinese subway car is the kind of behavior that future civilizations will look upon us for and think humans were fucking stupid. Then, when Christmas comes and gifts are purchased and wrapped and placed under the tree and ready to go, everybody prays for snow. Why? Is it because Christmas wouldn't be the same without it? Tell that to the kids who grew up somewhere in the US, like south or even lower. In fact, most of the world goes without snow on Christmas, because who in the fuck wants to shovel snow on Christmas Day? If you know of anyone who is looking for a white Christmas, look no further. We go to Queen's University, people. There's enough white to go around here for days.
This is a story that Nana used to tell me for weeks and weeks now, and I'd like to share it with you all. Come hither, children. Come forth. Let's read my favorite holiday story, How the Grinch Stole the BFA Program. Every student down in Queens liked fine arts to some extent, but the Grinch, who lived closer west, had malicious intent. The Grinch hated fine arts, surrealism, abstract, and even late Baroque. It isn't fine art if it's made entirely from cans of Coke. It could be that he never had Crayolas as a kid. It could be, perhaps, that he wanted to paint but never did. But I think the most likely reason that we should acknowledge may have been that the Grinch went to St. Lawrence College. Whatever the reason, his childhood or schooling, we may never know. But the Grinch stood there on Christmas Eve, hating Renoir, Dali, and even Van Gogh. For he knew every BFA student in Queens down below had a canvas in one hand and an art history textbook in tow. And they're learning of oeuvres and sculpting neoclassical things. I must stop this artsy crap before the new year rings. They have much too much time because they have no exams. I've got it. I must steal the BFA program. For next year, he knew it would be the same as it always is. No matter what the BFA kids would say, he would only hear this. Pretentiousness, pretentiousness, pretentiousness. That's the one thing he hated, the pompous pricks. Then they would say the things that you could bet they say assumably, how they always end their sentences with, "Ah, yes, indubitably." Indubitably, indubitably, indubitably. This was their motto, inexcusably, that made the Grinch cringe irrefutably. Then they would do the thing the Grinch liked least of all. They would take pop art photos and pretend to be Andy Warhol. Everything looks good from a Nikon, no matter of what you took, but the only people who will see your pictures are your friends on Facebook. And they'd snap and they'd snap and they'd snap, 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 snap. I'm sick of this hipster indie Wes Anderson crap. And the more the Grinch thought about the BFA and all that it is, the more the Grinch thought, I hate the BFA more than I hate Christmas. Then he got an idea, an awful idea. I'll kidnap some professors of the BFA program. Then there'll be no one to teach. Ha! Oh, what a scam. I'll also steal the funding from the fine arts. Then Queens won't be able to hire new farts. And he chuckled and clucked. Oh, what a great Grinchy trick. Everyone in the BFA program can suck my... Dickens would be inspired to write a novel of this tragic peril, but he's dead and would probably be a lot like A Christmas Carol. So the Grinch stole the BFA program and no one protested, and Queens lost the program because they hadn't invested. But it's okay because the BFA students went on to do things that were just grand. Mark, the illustrationist, does caricatures at Canada's Wonderland. And Lisa, the sculptor, makes a living from sand castle competitions, but eats out of the dumpster when the weather has winter conditions. And Dave, oh, spunky Dave, he works laying bricks. He couldn't do anything with a degree in ceramics. Fine art students, don't give up. There's still hope for you all, because the BFA program still might return next fall. And what happened next? Well, according to the QP men's bathroom wall, the Grinch has a big ego to compensate for something else 3 sizes too small.
Woo!
Alright, so now, in an attempt to end the show with something festive and heartwarming, I present to you guys a bastardized version of a probably copyrighted Christmas classic written by me and Leah. So, it's called 'Twas the Week Before Queensmas. Ahem. 'Twas the week before Queensmas, and all throughout Staff, not a student was studying. They were on Facebook, the lot. Their exams were approaching, but they didn't care, because their friend from back home had just cut his hair. Some people were sleeping, their heads on their desks, and everyone needed some coffee and sex. My friend in her Ugg boots, and I in my toque, had not even opened one single book. We crammed for exams in despair on floor 3, because in both of our futures only fails I foresee. But then down on floor 2, there arose such a clatter, I ran down the stairs to see what was the matter. A strange man in red appeared in the air. I demand your attention, he loudly declared. It was Santa, I swear, I am shitting you not. And through a hole in his beard, he began to talk. Now art size, you enges, but no commerce folk. You guys don't have hearts, and that's not a joke. Oh, nurses and comsize and kin, these things that I say will be to your chagrin. You need to start studying now or you're fucked. If you don't pass your exams, you'll be out of luck. Say goodbye to a future with money to spend. Goodbye to the chance of a non-homeless friend. Goodbye to a job. Goodbye to a house. Goodbye to the chance of ever having a spouse. Exams are important. What you do here will count. The time you spend studying will surely amount. Think about it. What's better, slacking off and the shame, or telling your parents of the A's you've obtained? I know you like drinking and drugs. I do too. But save that for later, when you're home with your crew. Now start studying, bitches. This is Santa, I'm out. But please take to heart what I'm talking about. And get back to your work, he quietly purred. So slowly, we reopened Microsoft Word, or whatever it is you Mac people use. And then we heard him exclaim as he flew out of sight, Happy Queensmas to all, and to all a good night.
Thanks for watching the show tonight, guys. And if you're a beautiful girl, my pin is 1B, never mind. Anyways, have a great holiday. Get fat, get drunk, get laid. Pretty much live life like Rick Ross. Be a boss. That's supposed to be a Christmas thing right there. It's an illusion.